Good morning everyone. My name is Armando Junior Oliveros. This video is for my final assessment, and this video is how to prepare diesel engine in a ship for starting. Number 1, air systems. Drain any water present in the starting air system. B. Drain any water present from the control air system and the receivers. C. Pressurize the air system and ensure that the pressures are, are correct. D. Ensure compressed air and is available at the exhaust valve, air spring closing cylinders. Number 2. Lubricating oil system. E. Check the oil level in the main engine sump and supply if necessary. B. Start main engine LO pump and that turbocharger LO pump. C. Ensure all of the oil pressure are correct. Letter D. Ensure there are as adequate oil flow for piston cooling and turbocharger. E. Check the oil level in the cylinder LO tank and that the supply to the lubricator is open. Check cylinder oil flow meter is properly functioning and note to counter of the flow meter. Marine engine lubrication. Number 3. Cooling water system. A. Ensure main engine jackets are under normal circumstances. The main engine jacket water is continuously circulated through prepared during the stay in a port and are never allowed to cool down. B. Ensure that the cooling water system pressure are correct and that the system are not leaking. Check should be made again when the engine is at its correct operating temperature. C. Check the level of the expansion tank. At evident decrease in the water level of the expansion tank indicate leakage. Freshwater expansion tank, low temperature circulated expansion tank. Number 4. Slow turning the engine with a turning gear. Slow turning of the engine must be carried out to prevent damage caused by fluid leaking into any of the cylinders. Permission from the bridge must be sought for turning the engine. Pre-lubrication shall be carried out. Always carry out the slow turning operation at the latest possible moment before starting. E. Ensure the regulating handles are in the finish with the engine position. B. Ensure all of the cylinder indicator cocks are open. C. Turn the engine 1 revolution with the turning gear. Check to see if fluid flow out of any of the indicator valves. D. This disengage the turning gear, the ensure it is locked in the out position. C or E. Check the indicator lamp for turning gear. E. Engage extinguishes. Number 5. Slow turning the engine on starting air. Revision must be sought from the bridge before turning in the engine. The bridge should be asked for propeller clearance. Always carry out the slow turning at the latest possible moment before starting, and with the last 30 minutes, bring main engine to standby mode. E. Select slow turning on the main engine operating panel if present, or give a kick from the engine room control room by moving the regulating handle to the slow momentarily. When operating, telegraph from the engine control communicate with the bridge. This should follow your command on the telegraph. As the engine turns, check to see if any fluid flow out of the indicator cocks. B. When the engine has turned one revolution, move the regulating handle back to the stop position. C. Close all of the indicator cocks. Also close the turbocharger drains. Number 6. Fuel oil system. E. Check fuel supply pump and the fuel oil circulating pump if the engine was running on heavy fuel. When stopped, the circulating pump and fuel heaters should still be running. B. Check the fuel oil pressures and temperature. Check fuel oil flow meters are properly functioning and note the counter of the flow meter. Number 7 is miscellaneous. E. Check that all of the engine instrumentation is reading correctly. If not, check the instrument and replace is necessary. B. Check that all scavenge air receiver and box drains are open and that the test cocks are closed. C. Check that the engine top bracing system is in service. D. Check the thrust bearing temperature and lube oil pressure is in range. Check axial vibration damper and torsional vibration damper lube oil pressure is enlarged. E. Check the fuel leak of alarm is functional. Check the level of fuel leak of tank to notice any rise in level later due to leakage. If check the level of scavenge drain tank. The tank should not be full or else will lead to overflow of scavenge space of main engine. G. Check the governor is responding efficiently. So that's all for my video on how to prepare the diesel engine in a ship.